it's part 2. Yeah. So.
Okay, so White Rabbit is when they're little. She becomes friends with Icy, Darcy, and Stormy.
Yeah, and like they have like the secret hideout, like in maybe like underwater, like an underwater cave where they get cursed in the future, and I have an idea on how they like start to curse. So the thing is, like everyone in the channel like lives like 1,000,000,000 years. Okay, so like
Okay.
thousands and thousands of years. They never
age. They never die.
They never die like from age. They don't die from age.
Oh, okay. So basically, they're immortal.
Yeah, so they're immortal and they can't die from age.
Okay.
But they do get older. And so like the thing is, our mom's watching something on the TV. The thing is, like White Rabbit, like one day hears them talking trash about her, and she's like, they will pay for this, and she gets super mad because it happens. It's been happening since like they were little kids.
Okay.
And so they've been keeping it a secret about them talking trash about her. And so, wait, what was I saying? Okay, and so when she was old enough, she waited for her payback, and she was planning it all. And while she was planning it, they were still talking trash about her. And sometimes they would like they knew that she was there, and they'd say it to her face.
Okay.
And she got really mad, and she said, "One day you'll pay for this. That's not very nice."
Okay, and then she betrays them.
Yeah, but every single time, like they say they're sorry, and they just fake it, and so does White Rabbit. So the other doesn't know that the other is actually faking.
Okay.
And so one day, White Rabbit decides that she'll do her plan. So the plan is that they go for a scuba diving vacation, and like they get their own scuba masks and stuff.
Yeah, but they don't need their scuba masks because they have their dark sirenics.
Well, dark sirenics, and they turn into mermaids, and they visit a cave. It's basically like a cursed cave.
Okay.
And like, so she traps them in there.
So then they find out that
for eternity, and then soon they like combine with the cave because they die of starvation and stuff. It's sad, but they're still alive in the cave. So now they're all different parts of the cave.
Okay.
And like Icy can be the floor, Stormy could be the entrance, and what was the other?
Darcy.
Darcy can be like the main like thing, so it could be like that, and yeah. And
yeah, but then how she can mind control, like use her magic too.
But they still have their powers. They're not human, but like they're like, what is it? Like some of their stuff is still like in the wall, so it's like in the wall where they are, and like that's why it's like all different type of colors, you know.
That's why
it's like
some
it's
areas
like
are
colors.
blue,
So
some areas are green, some areas are purple.
Yeah, based on like their theme color.
That is her theme color. Because Icy always wears blue, Stormy wears red a lot, and Darcy always wears purple.
So yeah, that's the theme. And so like those are the colors of the cave. And you can see it from the inside of the cave and the outside of the cave. Okay, anyways, so she traps them in there. Mm-hmm. They become part of the cave, and the cave's original curse has kind of like stayed with them.
Yeah, but then they're trying to become the like the empresses of the universe.
They are. So once someone turns evil, they turn into the minion. Okay, so one day the mermaid, because after that, White Rabbit went to go kidnap her sister.
And just like, have a sister. So
no,
the
mermaid's sister.
Aquafina.
Her twin sister.
I think it was like something I was supposed to see. I forgot.
Yeah, so we're trying to find the name for her right now.
We did, but I forgot the name.
Yeah, so we're
next time I find it, I'll write it down.
We might like make up some new names.
No, we should probably write them down.
Probably. well, we should get like a binder and just write all of the characters' names down and like draw a picture of them. And, yeah. Okay, so
Wasn't it like Kim Carter or something like that?
Kim Carter. I don't know.
It started with the C. That's all I know.
Okay, whatever. What was I saying? Okay, so she takes
The sister. She takes Aquafina's twin sister.
yeah, and then Aquafina goes looking for her, like, as soon as she notices that she's missing, and she comes across the cave.
She goes into the cave, and then Darcy
And then
uses her
she-
mind
she,
control
like-
powers to put her evil.
Yeah, and then the rest, like, do something else. We don't know yet. And, like, she turns evil. And, like, she's, like, blackish, wearing all black and stuff, maybe. I don't know. I'm just, like, a character evil looking, okay? What is it? So, now she's, like, trying to help the other things. And she's, like, being, like, really mean. And, like, she forgot the evil one doesn't know about the sister, but the regular one, like I said, that it could be like something like Doggy, and
Yeah, but she's like a prisoner in her own mind.
yeah, she's a prisoner in her own mind. So like exactly like Doggy and the ones that are infected, and yeah, and so she's just watching the evil spirits, and the regular one tries to take over, but she needs help. No one actually knows that. Because, like, while she was in the cave, her parents, like, probably died of a disease. That's because they don't die of age. They can't die of age. So if they stay healthy, then they can't die of age. It's probably, like, an illness or, like, starvation and stuff. And, like, that's the only way that they can die. And so, like, they died of a sea illness going around.
Okay.
And so, like, it was, like, sad. It's kind of like corona, but, like, not as serious. It's probably like the flu or, like, salmonella, you know? But it's not really going around. It's not going to be like corona. It's not going to be like corona, never mind, because that sounds stupid. Sounds kind of stupid. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, her parents died from that, so she's like, she and her sister is the only one left. But White Rabbit has like this secret underwater, like shore hideout where she's being kept. So she's basically like a jail, like in jail basically for like her whole entire life, and like she's slowly losing her power because
White has power. And then what's her sister's power gonna be then? Because she throws slimes, her sister.
Yeah, so like they come out from her hand, and it's the same thing with
so she
that.
Also
and
has
she swims faster. She swims faster and stuff, just like her sister. So yeah, they're basically just like each other.
So she has slime powers too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and she's like being taken away because her twin sister was actually like born a second first, and so she has like a little bit more power. But they were never jealous of each other because they knew that deep down they're both the same, just like all people.
Okay.
But White Rabbit noticed that, and so she's like, I want all her power to myself. And so she was like, sometimes being put on this machine that sucked up her power, kind of like the Dark Crystal, but less dark. Because because if you take someone's power away, if you die from an illness or something, if you die, so if White Rabbit would die, then she would get her power back. But like, yeah. And so, she thought about it, because like she knew White Rabbit. Everyone knew White Rabbit because her family was a criminal, and they knew that they have to watch out for White Rabbit. And like, what's her name? Aquafina knew that it was gonna be White Rabbit because White Rabbit was like always hanging out and stuff. So like giving signs that
but she thought it was the humans, but she didn't know that was actually White
just
Rabbit.
one, yeah. And
she thought it was the humans because remember she becomes evil.
So she's basically a siren when she becomes evil. So her tail can be like all purple, or we can dye some of those lines. No. But you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And so like, where was I at? What was I at? What was I at?
You were saying something about how.
Oh yeah, so when White Rabbit dies, she gains her power back. And so she, all the time spent inside of her head, she's thinking about how she could get help. Because she can sometimes control the body. So she can control the body, but like only faintly. And so she's like trying to agree with the evil one, with the siren, with her siren, and like saying we should go this way. And so
or maybe she sings, and then whenever people come closer, she like throws slime. Then she covers everything in slime.
like she wraps her body around in slime, just like spiders, like kind of like a spider.
No,
Like
the people.
wraps her in slime. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if they're next to the shore, like they cover her like this in slime, and they can't move, and then
I
they get
guess.
pulled underwater, and that's yeah. So she's basically like this evil spirit, just killing everybody.
She doesn't kill them. She just traps them.
Traps them. Like,
They can still breathe. They just don't.
ooh, what if her siren made like this evil lair where she keeps all of her humans.
Yeah, and so basically she finds. So then Daphne and Velma are like probably on vacation or something, and then Elvira calls saying that in this town.
Yeah, because the mermaid moved to.
So there's this town, and she's saying that people are saying that they hear like sometimes they hear like a really pretty voice, and then they follow it, and then the people go missing.
Yeah,
but they don't know how they're going missing.
So what about this siren lair? Like, usually sirens oof people, but if that doesn't.
It's usually sailors, because they're like.
So that's what. Yeah, so like sailors that are like out in sea.
Yeah, they hear her, and then she like uses slimes and traps them.
Yeah, and pulls them down and oofs them.
And so Rebecca's like probably like she's like doing research or something, because she knows about everything. Because she calls them, she calls Daphne and Velma, and like, oh yeah, there's this in this town. There's like something strange going on. I think you should go figure out what's going on.
Oh, you know what? For Shaggy and Scooby, they can each have their own one episode, and then in this one, like that's when they both meet up.
Maybe, or maybe that can be her, or maybe that can be like Elvira's like.
And you know what she could be? To be in the videos more, she could be like the person that says like, oh my god, like basically Elvira, but a teenage girl, like a girl. Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's Velma's twin sister.
Exactly. So, like, their mom knows about it. And, like, the whole entire town knows about these mystery solvers. And they know about each other. And they're basically...
Oh, they don't know about each other because they meet up. Yeah. Or maybe that's how she comes... Or maybe she's trying to, like... Because she's tired of always not getting the credit.
Yeah, because they don't get any credit.
Her.
One episode, they team up, Elvira and her, and they, like, become this, like, monster. And then, once they get caught, like, after
or maybe Elvira was, like, searching for a way to... She's like, oh, well, maybe I can send Daphne and Velma to this town. Maybe they could get captured by that siren. And that's how she gets her revenge.
But, like, wait, I'm confused. So, they go to the... No, the siren is a case that they solve.
Oh.
So, the siren, she goes to mermaid jail, but she doesn't change. And they're like, why didn't she change? And they, like, keep on talking to her. And then, like, that's the way that the good mermaid, the actual mermaid, not her evil side, gets to communicate. And that's when she, like, pulls her out of the control, out of, like, speech, and she can still move her body, except her hands, so that she doesn't cover her mouth. And she says, help me. And then she tells a story on how that she, like...
Went to go find her sister, and then she ran into the tricks on how Darcy used her powers to control her mind.
And
this became evil.
Is a minion, and you have to help her. But then the evil side takes over again, and she almost finished, but she said, like, she missed out one word, but they both explained. And the girls understood still. And, like, they were, like, the mystery gang, when they went to the siren, they were like, one day we should maybe team up. And, like, this is when they team up. Like,
well, they're gonna meet, but they're gonna be on the same mystery. and like run into each other. That's
Oh,
how they.
really? Yeah. And then
It
like.
could probably be like the Elvira's like the like Elvira's revenge, like the revenge mystery that Elvira sets up for Daphne and Mama.
Oh yeah. So like maybe one of Elvira's friends is a monster, and they were getting paid, and like, well, like I don't know. What should it be like?
I don't know. We don't know about that yet.
Yeah, we don't know about that one yet. What is it? What was I saying? Okay, and so yeah, so it's like this own little like kind of maybe like a series, and yeah, and there could be a narrator. Who should the narrator be? You want it to be you or me?
Maybe one of the tricks can be like the narrator. That can be like it could be like.
It could be maybe a grandma.
Huh? Maybe yeah, like Darcy.
Like someone who like told the tale to the whole town.
Well, it could probably be like the people that lived it.
Yeah, people that were captured, because the siren always like said stories to them, like basically took care of them.
Yeah,
but they were still prisoners in her lair.
Well, then it has to be probably like one of the sailors, whoever.
Oh yeah, like maybe this one ship of sailors
Well, I don't know
that she would hang around, and she took them to her lair.
Maybe.
Like they wrapped them up, but like, and they had like a slime bubble, but they were still being dragged around the ocean. And so like that one ship was told the story, and they were basically prisoners though. But they were like, they had a toilet, they had a bathroom, they had clothes to like supply them forever.
How big is this slime bubble, little girl?
No, in the lair.
Oh, but they're gonna be trapped like in the slime though.
Oh, but whenever she goes into her lair, the slime, she took off the slime because only she knows how to do it.
Oh.
And only she can do it because of her.
I was like, how big is the slime? How big is the slime bubble they're in?
But that's how the ship people were taken, like their slime bubble.
Yeah, like she had a slime. Or first she sings, and like they're like memorized by like, oh, where's that beautiful voice coming from?
And then they yell out,
they're like, hey, is there anybody out there?
Anybody out there? We want to like come save you. You have a beautiful voice also.
And then they get closer, like, oh look, there's like a beautiful person over there. There's like a beautiful lady over there.
Is that a mermaid? Because mermaids are actually real in this land.
Well, everything's real.
Yeah.
Or in our universe, everything's real. Like mermaids are real, unicorns are real, fairies are real, witches are real.
This thingy could be real. I got it like at a place.
Yeah, because the wings are real. And
everything is real. Fairies are real. Otters with wings on them are real. Every animal's dream comes true. Every person.
Every fantasy, everything that's fantasy is real.
But there's this one like city, or like Gotham City, or like Unicornum City.
Mm-hmm.
No, Fantasy City. And it's basically like Gotham City, except like fantasy creatures, but there's still crime, and like there's also some crime.
Yeah, also monsters are real too.
But they're nice monsters, right?
Yeah.
Nice monsters. Yeah.
And the horses can talk in this land.
That would be so funny. We should like buy some horses and like they.
Yeah, well, I can probably buy I'll probably if I go to Walmart, I'll probably buy like that pack of My Little Pony that comes like with like the main six and like the
Oh, maybe the rich do that. That could be what the rich do is for.
I mean, he can be the narrator.
Oh yeah, cause he was a ship sailor. He used to be a ship sailor. So like, he used to be on his own little yacht, like catching for fish.
So she also so Aquafina also captures animals too.
If you want to, only like animals that she wants to keep as pets though, cause
so she wants to keep a rich horse that has a lot of money.
No, he's basically like a human.
Oh, he's like you. Oh.
It's like a human horse.
Or maybe what happens? What's his face?
What do you mean, what's his face? You said what's his face instead of what's his name.
Well, if he's a human, maybe a mermaid after he gets captured, she turns him into a horse.
What?
So he's cursed. So the mermaid like curses him to turn into a horse.
No, it could be like a species of talking horses that like long ago they got cursed.
Well, yeah, they're the My Little Pony characters.
Hey, but at least we have like all different types of species though.
Yeah, because there's alicorns, which is like Tammy.
Yeah, unicorns.
There's like Tammy, like Stella,
and otter.
and there's horses, like regular
there's-
horses.
Should he be a character?
There's sea ponies. I mean, yeah.
Oh, what could we name him?
Oh, I don't know.
Audie. Oh, we can name him Audie, like our Uncle Audie, like Uncle Audie. I like Audie. I like that name. Cause like Otter, Audie.
Mm-hmm. And then what was it? Oh, or maybe there could be like a fight between like Stormy and Storm. To see who's like the
Stormy fighting a storm.
no, because you know that black Marvel character that has white hair. Her name is Storm, and she like controls like she basically has
We
like
could
this,
do that and Stormy fighting a storm. Cause Stormy likes
No,
to
like-
fight things.
like she fights like her and Stormy are
Wait, I
fighting.
have an idea. Like before they got cursed in the mountain, like she could be like doing her own like little video diaries and like Stormy versus actual storm or story versus storm.
Yeah, it's Storm versus Storm, because Stormy's like making storms and stuff, and like people think that Storm is evil or something. She's not. No, I'm a good guy.
And one day she's like, one day I should like make a video diary of,
Or maybe she finds out there's like another person that has like the same powers as her.
and she's like,
That's making her like look bad. She's like,
oh, and that makes her jealous because she's like, I could make a video diary about this. Because she could be a YouTuber just like us. No,
she could be
Probably.
right?
probably.
Yeah.
But everyone knows that the Tricks got cursed into the mountain. So like it was kind of sad because they weren't really evil. Because they sometimes help people.
Mhm.
Because not everything has to be bad. Like everyone has their So like
only other Tricks are evil.
So like White Rabbit, like she reads the people at the library, like the kids at the library,
Maybe.
and performs magic tricks for them at the library, while their parents are like out reading.
Yeah, I think it's only the only ones that are evil are her, White Rabbit, and the Tricks are like the only evil characters.
Yeah.
And
but,
also,
like, they have a nice side.
and also
So like
Heidi
the
too.
siren like gets stray pets because she can turn into a human, and like she has like all these pets because like all the stray pets.
Oh yeah, she can turn into human. But then we probably need to get like another. We just need to get like a. I can probably get like that yoga Barbie.
Oh yeah.
That has like the same. That's like similar to a right where that has like the same articulation as a right where they can be her.
Yeah, but they did actually look quite alike, and like.
Well, yeah, because it's a Barbie. She has this blonde hair. We can just use any blonde. We can just use any regular
she
Barbie.
needs to feed her horse, so she has to be able to turn into a human.
We can just use like any old. We can just use any Barbie.
We also could start using the computer for like scenes,
Yeah, we could do that too.
like keep on doing that, because we used to do that, but for like that one video.
Or we can do that like for the mysteries.
But like the background, yeah, it could be this. We could have this towel as this background.
Or we can just use us like for when we review stuff, and then we can.
Ooh, or like like a different cloth for different themes.
I never thought of that.
That would be cool.
Like maybe for the wings, maybe we can use like something that's like fairy light.
Yeah, Kylie? Yes? Yes? Yeah, we're still doing it.
Okay, let me in.
No, not like the review video where it like... Okay, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.